Let me ask you a question. Do you ever go down to your local coffee shop to grab your favorite coffee or maybe a nice foamy latte? And have you ever noticed the people in there, like the guys in flip-flops and shorts relaxing around the tables and working on their laptops? You know the ones. It seems like they're sitting there forever. Like they don't have anywhere to go. Like they don't have to go to work when you do. But when you see them leave, they drive off in their $100,000 or $150,000 sports cars. And you wonder, how in the world did that bum get a car like that? What do these guys actually do? Well, you're about to find out. Hi, my name's Anthony Trister, and I'm one of those guys. And in this short video, which I may decide to pull down at any time, I'm going to show you how to rake in more money in a month, in a week, and yes, sometimes even in a single day than you ever imagined was possible as the next coffee shop millionaire. And the best part? You're under 14 minutes away from discovering how to make monthly, weekly, and yes, even daily cash deposits using the Coffee Shop Millionaire system. I'll show you where the real money is online, and I'll show you how to just reach out and take it. But first, let me ask you a question. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try to make money online, you're stuck and just can't seem to get started? Or like you're overwhelmed by all the massive amounts of information out there, a lot of which is just completely conflicting? Or maybe like you finally just want to know exactly how to build a real business and not some fly-by-night crapshoot. Well, I don't blame you because I was there myself for a lot longer than I care to admit. But I have some very good news. All across America, in fact, all around the world, there is a revolution going on. One that's spreading like wildfire. And this is your chance to be a part of it right now. Folks just like you are making extraordinary amounts of cash, all spending as little as an hour or two a day from, of all places, the local coffee shop. And I call them coffee shop millionaires. Literally, people are making anywhere from a couple $100 a day to as much as $10,000 a day from their laptops, iPads, and even from their cell phones. Yes, even their cell phones. All while they sit in their favorite armchair or at a table or booth and sip their favorite cup of coffee at their local coffee shop. But they won't be obvious because coffee shop millionaires don't call attention to themselves. That's not how they do business. Are you starting to get the picture? Good, because today I'm about to show you how they do it, how I do it, and much more importantly, how you can do it too. So stop everything you're doing right now and watch every minute of this video, and if you do, I guarantee you'll be amazed at what you're about to discover in the next few minutes. But before we go any further, let me show you the kind of money I recently made after setting up the Coffee Shop Millionaire system. Take a look at this. You're looking at over $160,000 in under 30 days, all using 100% free traffic. Now take a look at this one, another solid month with a cool $99,000. And now look at this shot, well over $134,000 in one single month. And that's all from using the exact method I'm about to reveal to you. I'll tell you right now, you aren't going to get results like that on day one, but just imagine how your life would change if you only made 1/10 of the money that I'm showing you here. Do you think you could do 90% worse than what you've just seen? I know you can. How do I know you can do this? Well, in just the last few years, I've personally generated over $22 million online. And for the first time, I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. And the best part? It's all being done working almost entirely from coffee shops as I travel the world. Exotic places like Thailand and Brazil, or places closer to home like Palm Springs and Las Vegas. But let's not forget places like the local Starbucks where I'm a regular as well. So whether it's an extra few bucks you're looking for a very part-time effort or enough to totally change your lifestyle for good, I can promise you I'm about to give you the keys to the castle. It's not hard, it doesn't take a long time, and you can start as quickly as just a few minutes from right now. And here's what's really cool. You don't need a website to get started. You don't need a list. You don't need any affiliates. You don't need any technical experience. And it doesn't matter if everything you've tried before has failed up until now, because all you need is just a little desire. A desire to be successful. A desire to be financially free. To live the ultimate lifestyle, mentally free from worry or concern. To live life on your own terms. Over the last 5 years, I've lived this life as I've developed, used and perfected this system. And along the way, I've discovered there's an actual source for what I call the mega income being generated online. And I've tapped into it big time. And mega income, by the way, by my definition, is the generation of over $1 million in a single calendar month. And just this last year, this simple system I'm about to show you has been used to generate over $2,446,373 for me online. And other coffee shop millionaires I personally know have generated results often far exceeding my own. My secret coffee shop millionaire system has been optimized, tested, re-optimized, and retested over the past 5 years. In other words, at this point, it's foolproof. All you need to do is watch a few short videos and you can get started today. Here, let me show you some real live proof. Okay, so here we are at my ClickBank account. What I'm going to do right now is log in and show you live, as this is recording, exactly the kind of revenues it's very possible to generate using the Coffee Shop Millionaire system. Here we go. Just logging in right now. And the first thing you're going to see as we've logged in is my recent, what I call autopilot income. In other words, I haven't actually done a single thing in this account for over 2 months now. And in a minute, I'm going to show you what I did a couple months ago and the sort of explosion of revenues and sales that we had. But this is what I call absolute autopilot income. So you'll see back here, it shows back 4 weeks, the beginning of April, $3,000 that week. The next week, $3,000. The next week, nearly $8,000. The next week after that, just under a hair under $6,000. And this week, we're only a couple days into the week here, we're at $1,500. Now take a look here at the daily revenues. Again, so this is going back to the 15th, so just under 700. Look on the 17th, 2,900, just under $3,000, then 1,000, 1,400, 1,200, 800, 900, another $1,000 day. So you can see here the average is well over $1,000 a day, and this is what I call absolute autopilot income. Again, I have not worked even one single minute for any of the revenues you're seeing here. I really can't stress that enough. This is all based on work that was done months and months earlier. Literally about 5 months earlier was when the work was put in. 4 or 5 months earlier was when the work was put in. And even 4 or 5 months later in this one particular account that I literally haven't touched in months is still making this autopilot income, okay? And you're going to be able to do the exact same thing when you use the same system that I have for you in the Coffee Shop Millionaire system. Now I'm going to flip over here. I want to show you a different tab. I'm going to click on transactions, and I'm going to do a period of 30 days. And I want to go back to about the 17th of February, and that's when we literally flipped the switch in this account. So I just showed you recently the autopilot income, which it literally hadn't touched anything. Well, now I'm going to show you what happens when you flip that switch and really turn the machine on, the Coffee Shop Millionaire system on. So we're going to pick a period of 30 days. So we went from February 17th, and there was only 28 days in February, so we'll go out to March 19th. And now I'm going to run the report. I'm going to uncheck refunds because I want to show you just the sales here. There's always a couple refunds that come through, but not very many, fortunately, because we only put out really high quality products or promote really high quality products. I'm going to click go, and look at this. $104,709.81 in 30 days in this one account. And by the way, this is not where I do most of my sales, but I want to show you this account for illustration purposes because this is ClickBank and you're probably a little familiar with ClickBank. Also, take a look at this. 4,434 items. That's how many units we sold in just 30 days using this exact same system that's waiting for you. I show you exactly how I did this, and you're going to be able to do the same thing when you have the system in your hand. So look at that. Just under $105,000 in 30 days. 4,434 items sold. So really, really amazing, really powerful. And again, we did this with from a dead standing start. No email list, no nothing. Literally from a dead standing start. Now, one more thing I want to show you, just in case you may be thinking, oh, you may have just showed me, a perfect 30 days. Maybe it was your best 30 days. So I want to prove to you that's not, in fact, the case at all. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go out another 2 weeks. So here's Saturday the 19th. I'm going to go out here to Saturday the 2nd, so 2 weeks further into April, run the same report, and that's what happens to the number here. It jumped up to $125,000. So another 2 weeks, another $20,000. And now we're talking, 6 weeks after we flipped the switch. So of course it does go down because I moved on to different accounts and different projects. I basically redid this whole system in a different account. But My point is that you're seeing even 6 weeks later, still another $20,000 autopilot income without any more work after the initial setup was done. Now, just take a moment and imagine what kind of income you'll be able to generate for yourself once you know what I know, and once you'll be able to do what I'm going to show you how to do. So again, a couple real important things for you to see here with the power of the system. Okay, let's move on. So as you can see, this system was optimized to do one thing and one thing only: suck in online money. Unbelievable, right? Yeah, I know. Well, keep watching because I'm about to spill the beans on exactly how it's done. This system is so powerful that in a matter of just a few weeks, you'll see your friends get more than just a little envious of you. They'll all want to know what you're doing, because when you have this amount of money, everybody will see it. But they won't understand how you did it in such a short amount of time. Some might think you won the lottery or that you're doing something illegal. But the fact is this system is 100% legal, moral, and ethical. In fact, you're actually providing a valuable service. And the best part is, it can run practically on autopilot. Now, before I tell you exactly what's in the system, I'm going to be honest with you. If you're already making at least $10,000 online a month and have all the free time you want and need, even though the system can even double and triple your income, then the system is not a must-have for you. I should also clarify who the system is not for, and I have to be blunt here. This money-getting system is the real thing, but if you're planning to use it unethically or for scam purposes, this isn't for you. This system uses only legal and authorized methods and techniques, and it works only when you do it by the book. Listen, my system has been kept under the radar by myself and the other coffee shop millionaires I know, but recently there's been enormous pressure to reveal these secrets. And these secrets work on any market, and there are thousands of markets out there. So I wanted to share my system with anyone that would listen, because there's no way I could personally use it to its full extent. Now, in order to understand what I'm talking about, you might be curious to know how it all started. And as most things happen, necessity is the mother of all invention. 5 years ago, I was struggling. I actually had to borrow money to pay my rent. Seriously, not a happy time for me. But I knew in my heart that I was destined for online marketing, for making money online. If others were doing it, I thought, then so could I. After all, we all have access to the exact same internet, right? I just didn't know how. And everything I tried failed epically. And maybe you're in a similar situation right now. If so, let me tell you a little bit about the system both myself and all the other coffee shop millionaires use. First, I didn't invent this last week. Second, it's not going to stop working next week. And third, it's going to keep working as long as the internet is around. You see, most people only look at the internet to make a little extra cash on the side, to supplement their income. And that's great. If all they want to do is make an extra couple $100 a day from a coffee shop as they sip their lattes, and you should know this right now, there are people doing this each and every day, and I'm going to prove it to you. However, I personally look at the internet very differently, as will you by the end of this video, because I see the internet as a way to make a lot more than just a few extra bucks. And the reason I take this approach, and why you absolutely should too, is because the internet is literally a river of money. People are spending millions of dollars a day online, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The internet is a raging river of cash running by you, one that's absolutely exploding with profit potential. You just need to know how to look for it and where to find it. So, here's the deal. The Coffee Shop Millionaire system isn't designed to give you information overload, nor did I create it to jam your head full of fluff and theory. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen the movie The Matrix? Morpheus, he rescues Neo from a life of mediocrity, complacency, sameness. One of the things Morpheus does is he literally downloads into Neo's brain how to be a martial arts kung fu master in a matter of seconds. And they did it again in the movie when Trinity needed to learn how to fly a helicopter. And I thought, damn, when it comes to making money online, I want that for you. Because here's the thing, what wins the game online is not work, or effort, or time, or money. What wins the game, what makes you rich beyond your wildest dreams, is one single thing: knowledge. No more, no less. So I want to install an internet marketing chip in your head. I want a part of your brain that generates money almost unconsciously. You don't even know it's working, but it is. Like right now, you're not paying attention to your heart beating. You're not paying attention to your eyes blinking. You're not paying attention to the blood that's rushing through your veins. But it's there. You know it. It is there. And I want that money-sucking internet marketing knowledge to be there for you immediately. I've already learnt it. I've already profited massively from it. You saw the numbers. And I've already communicated it to just a few other people. And now it's your turn. You're about to stand behind the velvet rope. You know in the movies there's always that private back room where the real deals get done? Or maybe you've seen those exclusive country clubs where only the rich and successful share secretive insights over a glass of wine? Well, Coffee Shop Millionaire is just like that, but without the snobbery. You'll get the methods, the techniques, and the tactics you simply don't find anywhere else. Not in the $2,000 home study courses, not even at $5,000 seminars. This is the stuff myself and my fellow coffee shop millionaires do every single day to make serious money. And I'm going to literally download it into your brain. Here, let me give you a sneak peek. Take a look at what Kenny Cannon had to say when he saw just one small section of the Coffee Shop Millionaire members area. Anthony, I just wanted to say that I've been around internet marketing for 8 years, mainly in the CPA industry, but I've been involved in a few big launches as well. Now, normally I wouldn't get much out of most of the products being launches today, but your $1 million launch secrets inside of Coffee Shop Millionaire is by far the best set of videos I've seen in my 8 years of full-time internet business. And that's just one module, but I would have been satisfied paying $5,000 for just that set of videos. Well, thanks, Kenny. I really appreciate your comments and feedback, and I love hearing stuff like that from our members. And you know what? We get that all the time. Look, Kenny thought it contained the best set of videos he'd seen in 8 years of internet marketing. And better yet, Kenny is now achieving his own income goals week in and week out. So, let me ask you a direct question. When was the last time you made any money online? If your answer is, I don't know, you're not alone. And that's exactly my point. When I first activated this system, within hours and days, money started to pour into my account practically on autopilot. My dream finally came true, and now yours finally can too. Even though this all sounds amazing, and it is amazing, none of it can happen unless you make the right decision right now. The decision to download this powerful system and start using it today is possibly the most important decision of your next 10 years. But unfortunately, you have to make that decision fast. And here's why. Just a few minutes ago, I told you there wasn't much time. It's still true. There's even less time now. You need to act fast or you will miss out. And if you decide to come back later, you'll probably be too late. Not days, not months, but minutes. How do I know? It's simple. I've tested, refined, and optimized this powerful system over the past 5 years and put it through $2,446,373 in just the last year alone. But allowing everybody access to my system would be like shooting myself in the foot. So it's very important you understand this video will not be up forever. You can risk coming back later, but I can't guarantee it'll still be here. So, forgive me for being blunt, but if you aren't generating at least a few $100s a week or a few $1,000s a month online right now to throw at all those bills, vacations, and all the fun stuff you want but don't really need, you are straight up missing the boat. And I can say that with a straight face because I personally know so many others who are doing this already. Look, here's a recent picture of me with some friends in Brazil, all coffee shop millionaires who all have absolute freedom. And absolute freedom means you can work whenever you want, wherever you want. And that's why we're all hanging out in Brazil. And guess who's missing from that picture? You are. Now, take a look at a picture of me and some good friends on my brand new boat. I gotta tell you, boating is a whole lot of fun. I just got into it last year, and I never could have done it without the internet and internet marketing. Here's a picture of me in my new car. I love this car. It's so much fun to be able to afford to buy the things you want, especially from a business that you can run from a coffee shop. And both of these, by the way, were bought with cash. Absolutely no payments necessary. Now here's a picture of me skiing in Whistler, where I spent the entire winter skiing almost every single day. And check this out. Here's one of me on the beaches of Thailand, where I spent 3 full months last year, running my business from a coffee shop on the beach. Now look, I'm not trying to impress you, but I am trying to inspire you to reach out and seize the lifestyle you want. This is very real. This is my life. I want it to be your life too. Look, you know this works. This really, really works. And yes, you can access it right now and start using it in just a few minutes. Remember, just 5 years ago, I was completely broke. So all this came to me very quickly and very recently, and you can have the same thing for yourself. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, I really want to be a coffee shop millionaire and live that kind of life and make that kind of money, but I'm afraid I won't be able to afford it right now. Well, then here's the best part of all. Get this. You can. Because I'm going to let you in the Coffee Shop Millionaire Club for practically nothing. Here's the deal. I was going to charge $4,997 for this up front. Seriously, if you're making tens of thousands of dollars or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, even millions of dollars a year, $49.97 is a very small price to pay. I'm sure you'd agree. That includes the full system, all the training, and all the killer bonuses. And by the way, the bonuses alone are worth several $1,000s. And the system could absolutely be sold for $49.97. But I know that's out of reach for most people. Look, even at $1,000 or $500 in this economy, that won't cut it. And even as low as $97 is still a lot of money for some people right now. And I really want to help people who are able to make a decision fast enough to have this. So I decided to set it for a limited period as a one-time, what I call stupid low discounted price of just $37. But that's not all, not by a long shot. One of the things that will get you jump-started making money online is your own killer money-making website. So guess what I'm going to do? When you sign up right now, like right now, I'm going to create one for you. In fact, I'm going to create for you your own full-blown, custom-designed money-making website. One that's on any topic you want, and I'm going to pay for it on my own dime. It's literally a $1,995 value, but I'm offering it to you today for free. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go even further. Here's what I'm going to do for you when you sign up today. I'm going to create not one, but 5 of your own full-blown, custom-designed money-making websites. And it gets even better. The websites I'm going to set up for you are in 5 of the most profitable niches in the world. In other words, I've already done all the research to figure out which are the best money-making niches, and I'm going to pay for all this for you on my own dime. It's truly a massive value, but I'm offering it to you today for free. All you have to do is choose which discount hosting package you'd prefer to get started with. But you have to act now, like today, right now. And you know what else? When I got started, my first breakthrough came with what I call my 21K system. Just imagine $21,000 in 21 days, starting from a dead, standing start. That's what happened to me when I set it up. And today, I've actually included that as part of my Coffee Shop Millionaire system. Consider it one of my quick start strategies to ensure your success. Failure is not an option in my book. Here, check out what just one of my students got in his very first try with the 21K system just a few months ago. And here's what he had to say. Anthony, I can't thank you enough for the 21K cash machine. I made more with your system in a matter of weeks than I'd made in my entire previous 18 months online. Plus, I continue to make money every week like clockwork when I mail the list I built using the system. What a great way to start my day. I love getting emails like that. But that's not all. I'm so sure you'll make money with this system that I'm going to give you my ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. Either you make money or you get all your money back. Simple as that. And I seriously doubt you'll be coming back for a refund anytime soon because I know it'll work for you, just as it worked for me and so many other coffee shop millionaires out there right now who are living this life using this very system. And if you do decide you want a refund, which again I think is remote, as my parting gift, get this, you can keep all of the bonuses, every single one, because I appreciate you for trusting me right now and for testing out my Coffee Shop Millionaire system. So, here's what you need to do right now. Just watch the short video tutorials that will explain to you how to get set up and finally make some real money online. And if you happen to get stuck or need some assistance at any point along the way, please don't hesitate to reach out to our member support team for anything you need, anything at all. And in the very unlikely event that you've gone through all the material we're sharing with you and taken all the action steps that all the coffee shop millionaires are already profiting from, and you decide it's still not for you anytime during the next 60 days, I absolutely insist you come back to me and ask for a refund. Because if you don't love this, if you don't feel this is right for you, and you don't see success right around the corner, we're going to give you that refund immediately. No hassle, no questions asked. I don't expect this, it doesn't happen often, but I want you to know it's there if you absolutely need it. I don't want to keep your money unless, of course, you're making money. Is that fair? All that's left for you to do is to access the system and training right now. Just click the download button and get it all started. Oh, and one final thing. Due to the massive buzz and number of websites talking about this on Google alone, I have no choice. But in order to keep this system working consistently for you and for other coffee shop millionaires, I may be forced to raise the price very soon, which will severely limit the number of people who can afford it. So go ahead. It really is your turn to become the next coffee shop millionaire. Let's do this together. Hit the download button now, and I'll see you in just a minute on the inside.